I need you to make a strength save and then a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Okay, you have your movement.
And a wisdom save.
Yep.
And you have your reaction.
Oh boy! Alright, so on a failure, the creature can't take any reactions until the start of its next turn and rolls a d8. Roll a d8 for me. And determine what it does on the turn.
Oh no! It has that.
Your father never loved you. On a 5 or 6, the creature takes no actions or bonus action and uses all of its movement to move in a randomly determined direction. So roll a d8 again. Well, actually,
Does
you
he
would
run
roll,
into a wall?
You would roll 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D5. Because, yeah, you're not going to run into a wall. 1. So you're going to run this way. Spend all of your movement running that direction.
Hey, at least I'm out of the aura.
Yep, you just say, fuck this shit, I'm out, and you just book it. Which actually is good for you because it was going to bite you next, but now that Sky's here, it's going to chomp down on him.
Tasty barbarian butt.
Yep. Let's see if it recharges its spit attack first. Ah, shit, he was blinded that turn. He shouldn't have been able to hit that well. Oh, well, it was nat 20s.
He rolled 2 double nat 20s.
That's right, so he's fine. All right, roll
I was gonna
1,
say
6.
I like that he still got both.
Recharges.
But he also had advantage because of my fairy fire.
Also true. So yeah, he recharges the spittle, and he's gonna spit a glob of gibbering juice at Sky. Blah, right
What's
in
the
your
save
eye.
on it?
It is a dexterity save.
9. I can't roll today.
You are blinded until the end of the Mouther's next turn,
Ah, my eyes!
and then it's gonna bite you. But it
Don't
doesn't
you
bite
have,
you.
Don't you
Yeah,
have
it
like
does, I'm
danger
blind.
sense?
Oh,
Danger sense only applies to traps. Pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay. Never mind then.
you're right. Blinded, so he's gonna bite you. He's gonna bite you.
Wait. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. So no, I had advantage on that.
It's not a spell.
Such as...
So I guess like spell-like abilities too would count.
Sure. Okay. Advantage. You
So I
had a
did
19.
see it
Yeah,
coming,
you're fine
and
then.
a 19 lets me dodge it.
Yep. So you're
That
not.
means the 4 misses.
You are good, sir. Yeah. So he misses.
Thank you for telling me that and actually making me read it.
Yes.
You're
Good
welcome.
job. Roll 1d20 plus 6. I think it was 6. She fires off a shot again.
Advantage.
With 22 hits.
Well, let's see if
just in
she
case that
gets a
matched
crit.
20.
Nope. Okay. So she still hits. But she fires another blast. Oh, she's gonna KS everything today. Plus 12. Nice.
I mean, better that than dissolving our escort.
Nope, it is not dead. It is hanging on. But there's another decaying wound where her blast pierces through it. And now it's his turn.
Go Baldwin.
And he's just ah! He swings. And he hits as well. 1d10 plus. Yep. He stabs it. He's just stabbing. He's just just screaming like a man who's snapped because of all the shit that's being
Oh, his
said.
saving throws.
Oh, yes, his saving
Before
throws.
he swings.
Before
All
he
the
swings.
saving throws.
Thank you, sir. Strength. He's not going anywhere, so he's doubling down on this commitment. What was that DC? It was a low DC. DC 10. So yeah, he's fine. And he's stabbing into it, and he's stabbing, and it, it stops moving after a while, but he's still stabbing at it, and he's just like, ah! But
I
it's
guess
dead.
someone doesn't get out of the office very much.
Sky will also continue to beat the shit out of this for a little while.
Yeah,
Because he just
You
nearly...
can't really tell if it's dead or not.
it's
It's just
very hard
He's
to tell.
bubbling and growing
where
eyes.
is it
Not a
vial?
But
I know you get out of the rooms.
after a while, the ground seems to like re-solidify and reality around it goes back to normal.
I
And-
jump to make sure my feet don't get caught in the stone.
Yeah, the whispering stops. Braden, you're in like mid-sprint when you're like, oh, it's not so bad now. The glowing of the runes have died down as well. As a matter of fact, where are they?
I'm gonna approach Baldwin and just kind of set a hand on his back to try and calm him down.
He has like that knee-jerk reaction where he tries to bring his sword up and he pauses and he's like, oh, yes, of course, and he brushes back some of his like blue blood smeared hair and he's like, it's dead, right? And you see him like nudge it with his foot. And
He's dead.
good, well done, everyone. It seems this was an unexpected turn of events. And he puts his sword away and he takes out his pen and paper again. He writes some things down. And he's
Well, I really hope my magic helped everyone because my Fey energy is getting a little low.
Yes. This is all very exciting and all, but I think so still the matter of the leader who ran away, yes?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
And whatever girl you're looking for.
I recall he ran through this way. You all can...
Ren,
Yes.
quick question. What is this and this?
This is a statue. This is a throne with a dead guy on it, also impaled with a spear. Since you guys are
Okay.
moving, I'm gonna not give more detail unless you commit to stopping and looking at it.
Sky kicks this
we
door.
gotta catch someone.
Sky kicks that door. Hold on, let me fix my dynamic lighting. Make sure I'm on.
The door
Fuck
is a
this
mimic.
door.
Fuck this door, he's out. Kick. It opens into a hallway. There are 2 more doors.
Oh boy, I love guessing games.
I'm going to try to I'm gonna try to listen for excuse me again.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look on I'm actually Braden, tracking, help please. And I'm gonna look for any signs of like where he might have fled to.
Let me check one thing. Did she hit him on the way out? I don't recall. There was so much going on.
Well,
I think
since
he
that
might have
guy's
taken a hit.
human, I can track him. With my
Give
fingers.
me investigation. Investigation.
Yeah.
All right. Over here on this door where Lee is, or Sky Lee, Sky is. There's some blood on the knob.
Is that the way?
This way?
And I point to the door that Sky's at.
Kick.
We
Kick that door. People are being noisy again. Dynamic lighting. Boom.
Kick.
Kick the door. In here, there is the sound of more chanting, and they say, "They're coming! Don't let the ritual be stopped! Hurry!"
ah shit.
Again with this ritual nonsense.
Let's hurry. We gotta stop this one. I don't want to fight another one of those things.
Boom, boom, boom. Re-roll initiative. Nobody prepared an action.
No, don't. Sky would just be running in,
Yep.
just about ready to cut a head off.
Cut a motherfucker.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my god!
Someday,
got a
Brayden.
5.
Someday.
I'm going to end up at level 4 instead of taking that ability score to raise it up. I'm going to ask if I can get a feat just so I can take the stupid alert feat to get a +5 to my initiative.
just for the sake of this, he's gonna sit out because he's injured.
He's like, you guys have got this.
There's my nat 1. And she's gonna also hang back. But she'll actually be faster than Tola. Descending. Alrighty, so Lee, you've got the lead here. You can see that there are several piles of bones scattered about here. It looks like knights who had been killed were just left here to decay. And as you guys are rounding the corner, they're like, don't let them interrupt. The skeletons start to get up onto their feet. Spooky, scary skeletons.
So, somewhat stupid question.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you'll let me get away with this.
Probably not.
But, could I say Sky sustained his rage by kicking the doors?
Rage kicks.
Roll 1d100. Yes.
Okay.
I always aim low on the D100, so yes.
Okay, cool.
You kick them so angry.
Because that's a natural one, does that mean anything special?
No, that was just the probability of it being a yes.
Okay.
I always aim low, so you got a 1, so it's absolutely. Yeah, Lee, you're up. Skeletons.
Right, so I'm going to step in. Okay.
Skeletons.
So that girl I see, is she chained up or tied up or anything?
She is tied up onto an altar. Here, I'll scoot it aside for you. She is tied up here on this. And she looks like she's distressed.
Okay, so she's conscious.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to try something. On this cultist here,
Okay.
I am just going to stare at him, and I'm going to
Shoot
use...
laser beams from your eyes.
That is exactly what I do. I'm going to cast command, but I would like to issue a command not normally on here. It says that I can.
Okay.
My rule of thumb is command in particular. It has to be one word.
Uh-huh. Which is what the examples are. Drop, flee, grovel, approach. So what's your command?
My command is...
Dance.
My command, I'm going to point to the tied up girl and say, release.
One word command to a creature. Target must succeed or save throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead. It doesn't understand your language. Command it directly harmful. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's... Mm-hmm. I obey.
Is it bad? Me and my friends would use command and disable somebody by just going masturbate.
Yes.
Thanks
why
for
are
the
you
idea.
telling that story right now.
All right,
God
so
damn it.
You know,
I'm really tired.
He gave me crap about the mimic.
so when I give that, when I cast the spell, my eyes kind of like flicker a little bit.
Flicker flocker.
Flicker, flacker.
Oh, did we lose
And then
connection?
I'm going to take a step
Hmm.
back. Oh shit. Well, I still have my +5 hit points. I'm going to stay here in case I need to see with my magic.
What do your elven eyes see? All right, Sky, you're up.
Sky gives everyone 2 temporary hit points. Note they do not stack.
Do they stack with mine?
No,
No.
they don't
My
stack with
+5?
anything.
Nope, they do not stack.
So anyone who has +5 still has +5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sky doesn't give a damn about the undead and is going straight for the cultist.
All right, hold on. Let me get his swing in.
I don't provoke.
You don't provoke any? Oh, you're right. You didn't leave his threaten. Cool. Continue.
Boop. 13.
To hit the cultist hits.
14. Okay, they both hit.
Yep.
Ding. 7 and 3, so 10.
Alrighty.
Oh, this is inconvenient.
What'd you do?
You'll see on my turn.
Whoa. Oh,
Sky is done.
Sky is done, which means cultist. I obey. He saunters over and he starts untying her. He takes out a dagger and you see him like carefully cutting away at some ropes. And he's like, I obey. But he gets through the ropes because he has to finish it in his turn. But he cuts through the ropes and you see her frantically trying to shirk them off. But she's vulnerable next round. Brayden, you're up.
Need help in here?
So you come in this far.
Oh shit, skeletons, I'm out.
Oh no, not again.
Oh shit, that one cultist is bleeding. Hint, hint.
I was gonna say there's one that's injured already. So what I'm gonna do is remember this time to do it. So I use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him, and then shoot
There you
him.
go. And there's enough people in this room for it to be worthwhile. Hits. Which one were you aiming at?
The one I hit.
The one you
Injured
hit.
cultist.
Okay. You did 10 to it. He's dead.
Excellent.
And so he's just like, no, the ritual. Ah, and he gets shot. Then, yep, there goes his turn. Good hit. Tula.
Tola now left in actual absolute darkness.
Oh, it's bad.
The drow is
Fumbles
drawing stuff on your shell while you can't see.
Fumbles around in his pack, pulls out a torch, and has to spend the turn casting prestidigitation to light the torch.
Why don't you have light?
Why don't you just walk into the room? You can see the torchlight coming from there.
Tola doesn't remember where the door is.
You can see the light coming out.
I can't the way it's going, but okay.
Dynamic lighting is an asshole, but I mean,
It's-
realistically speaking, there's a light coming from the doorway.
It's right here. You can see it. There.
Okay.
It's like, dude, it's light. You can see it.
Tola's just like, oh, okay.
I
So,
can see you
all-
again.
Quickly, she's
Lord.
vulnerable.
All of the skeletons are enemies, right? They're-
All the floor is lava.
Oh,
Yes.
the floor is lava. Sky dies.
Yeah, they're all enemies.
Then I'm going to target the closest skeleton
But is he spooky, scary?
and hope this bounces.
Fireball.
Chaos Bolt. As I boop. 22.
Hits.
8 and 4.
Did it bounce?
No bounce.
Nope, but it is doing thunder or force.
He's dead.
Force.
Which one did you hit?
The closest one to me, that one.
Skitter, skitter, black. He's gone.
Yeah, it's only if I roll the same number on both D8s that it bounces. I got unlucky there.
Okie doke. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
10, 15, 20. She runs past you. She skitters to a slide.
I point to the cultist over her.
She does one of those cool like knee slides with the rifle ready, and she goes, "Gale, are you okay?" And she fires the shot. and it whizzes past the skeletons all dramatic like.
It hits the poor girl right in the face.
Yep.
Fucking
I
Brayden.
was joking!
Are you slide? I'm awesome.
Guys,
no.
that's 3 nat 1s though. Just like let that's a nat 1 on her initiative on that D100, and now for her attack. All right, so 92 self-inflicted. All right, so you see her get to that, like she drops to the knee and she takes careful aim, and you see it's a crystal barrel, but it still has a hammer. You see the hammer go down Tula, but it misfires, and you see the back end of like the crystal barrel shatter and just strike her across the face. So this is self-inflicted. Roll your damage as if you had hit the target. So yeah, it misfires and hits her. Roll 2d6 plus 4.
Well, you looked cool right up until that point.
I'm glad she has temporary hit points.
Right? So she loses 5. Yeah, cool. So she's done there. Lee. Oh wait, stop. Pause. Skeletons don't have an initiative, so they're just at the end. Skeleton dance. Skeleton dance. We're gonna do the skeleton dance. Okay. So, skeletons. 2 on Sky. 1 on Lee. 1 on Brayden. Roll. I'm just gonna mass roll it because I don't feel like rolling them each out. Does a 14 hit
The
you,
9
Sky?
probably misses. The 16 hits.
Okay. 17 hit you, Lee?
Yes, it does.
And nat 20 hits Brayden. So, they swing with rusty weapons, which do... Where did it go? I just closed their sheet for some reason. Skeletons. They do 5 damage each. 10 to Brayden for getting crit.
It doesn't get through my temp HP.
Nice. That's a good
Neither
thing you have
does
it.
it on mine.
Alright, now Lee, it's your turn.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks.
Alright, so I'm going to look to the last cultist, and I'm going to say, the gibbering madness was prettier than you.
Wow.
And vicious mockery.
I like that beaver.
No, it wasn't. My mother says I'm handsome.
Okay.
Boy, it's almost like
The mother's a pathological liar.
it's almost like if she had that cool magic sword, she could have just been meleeing shit.
Shh. Reminder.
Sky, you're up.
Your mother's dead, just like you're about to be. Angry halfling.
Damn.
You can't go through them, so you're going to step out of one of...
Are they medium or are they small?
Yeah, but you still can't go through enemies.
Yes, I can.
You can?
I'm a halfling.
Yeah, halflings can go through one size larger than them, or
all right.
bigger.
Or bigger.
Never mind. Continue.
Ducks between their feet.
I just go right through their legs. If they're small, I run into them, though.
They are now gnomes. Gnome skeletons.
Damn it!
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Whack the
Hits.
cultist. Whack the cultist.
Hits.
7 again, and 14 that time.
14. Okay. Yeah, see, if Desra had hit, that probably would have killed him. But he looks really hurt. To which he says, counter stabs.
He tickles me.
1.
Oh, that hits, but I want to see if he actually does damage.
Oh, both of them hit?
They both hit. I have an AC of 15.
Roll 2d4 plus 4. I'm just rolling them together.
You're technically being flanked.
So it would have been 4 and 3.
He does a grand total of 1 actual point of damage to me.
Stab! He still stabs you.
Stab does nothing. Stab! Nick.
Brayden, you got skeletons on you.
Creepy skeleton things.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I'm gonna put that
Shivers
song on
down
now.
your spine.
5-foot move over. And just shoot this cultist.
You
like
are
a
shooting at disadvantage because you're still in melee.
I need to move my hunter's mark, which gives me an advantage, so it just nullifies it.
Mm-hmm. So you'll just be rolling straights. Miss. Pling. It almost hits Sky. Anything else?
No. If I go any further, that one will hit me, so.
It's true. Tula!
Let's see.
Lightning bolt right down the center. Hit all
I
three
wish.
skeletons.
I wish.
Never will you have a perfectly aligned amount of minions to hit with a line attack.
Again, I wish. I don't have that.
Fire breath, everyone.
Can't, that wore out.
Create water and flood the room.
No wait, I'm short.
Alright, for real though.
Let's see. The best I can do is I can try for more bounces, but that'll be my last spell slot.
Nah, the bounce
Yeah.
chance is really low.
It is.
Bounce chance is really low. So I'm just gonna once again take aim at the closest fucking skeleton to me. And firebolt.
Hits. And he's dead. Blah blah. Skitter scrat.
Incinerating skeletons.
Anything
And
else?
Nope, that's it for me.
She spends her move action to reach clear. Lines her shot up again. There you go. Plus 4. And she pops the motherfucker's head off. There's a nice spray of gore across Sky and the captive girl. And
She screams in terror. Sky screams in rage.
Rah! She's-
Angry half-like noises.
And then she comes over here. Over here. So she sets up flank with Lee. Whose turn it is?
Ooh, a
Skeletons.
flank?
Skeletons. they're
Okay,
not-
that changed.
Skeletons
I'm
do get to
actually-
move. Sorry, hold on. Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome.
I mean,
I'm a glutton for punishment. Swing at me if you dare.
wow!
Swing at
Well-
me if you dare.
Everybody's hit, and I'm gonna put the crits on Sky because he can take it.
Because
so,
he taunted God.
10 and 10 to Sky, so 20.
Ow.
And then
So 10.
Lee, yeah, and Lee takes 5.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
I'm actually-
regret everything.
With the cold iron spear that I have,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to jab it.
Jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it. Jabberwocky.
Those things are creepy.
You may fight one.
I really hope we don't have to fight one.
I mean, you could just get,
Shit.
what's his name? You just get Tim Burton to direct
Roll
the
again.
fight.
You have advantage.
You do have
Oh,
advantage.
I do.
You do. You doodly do. There
Doodly.
you go. It's dead. You jab it through the skull. And it like kind of reaches for its head before it realizes it's detached from its body, and then it slumps over.
I smack it with its own head.
There you go. All right, Sky. 2 skeletons are left.
I'm gonna break up my attacks.
That's probably wise.
Rage. This
Shouldn't
one.
I roll?
So Sorry.
How many hit points did it have left?
1. I know what these are.
Oh.
It died. It doesn't matter. You just killed it. You were gonna crit, so it's dead.
21.
Hits?
7.
Dead.
And then this one.
Roll for flanking.
14.
Hits.
7.
Dead.
This guy collapses. As he's really tired now.
Just hits his knees, drops axes.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna make sure Sky
I need a nap.
is... Okay, he's alright. And then I'm gonna finish untying the...
Is Sky okay?
getting
I
the
need a
girl out
break.
there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, going a little
Question.
lightheaded there.
Do I recognize her? Do I personally know her?
Give me a history check.
Do I get advantage?
Maybe. Give me a history check.
Let you know.
I hope I get advantage.
You get your space.
I was gonna walk back into the more comfortable lights.
You don't recognize her. One thing to note, though, she's not an elf. She's a half-elf. More importantly, it looks like she's got. She looks injured. The cultists were not gentle with her, and the most distinguishing feature is her pointed ears are scarred. They were cut at the tips to give them a more rounded look, but she's distinctly a half elf. So they look like they nipped her ears to make them look more human. But as Desra comes up, she's like, Gale, are you all right? And the girl's like, yeah, I'm fine. They were just a bit rough. They were about to sacrifice me before you all kicked in the door. It's a good
take
thing.
out a potion and I'm gonna hand it to her.
She drinks it, and you see
Drinks this.
the injury on her shoulder heals up as she's drinking it, and she's like, it's a good thing you all came when you did. I'm so very glad to meet all of you and rescuing me.
Sky is just laying spread eagle on the ground. He raises one hand and twirls a finger. Woo!
I'm Gale Dussel. It's very nice to meet all of you. I need to get out of here. We're leaving, right? And Desra nods and she says, I am getting you across the border so you can be far from here as possible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dussel, as in House Dussel.
And she kind of shrinks back a bit and she says, yes, that's right. And,
Fair enough. Not one to judge here.
Oh, okay.
And this is when Stanwyck walks in and he kind of goes wide-eyed and mouth hanging, and he says, Lady Dussel, what are you doing here? And she kind of shrinks back a little bit more, and we have to get you home at once. And she says, no, I'm not going back. And he says, but you must. You have to go back to your family. They've been looking for you.
Shh!
And
The big people are talking.
yes, and at that point, Desra steps up too, and she says, "No, she is not going back there. She has been given asylum by the Sign of Fate, and I will be making sure she gets there safely." And he says,
What happened?
In what regard? Sorry, that's out of character.
Oh, why is she running?
She looks over to you and she says, I can't go back there. They mistreat me for being... And she kind of looks down. They mistreat her for being a half-elf.
Those people are assholes.
And Stanwyck is like, you misunderstand. Ralia gives asylum to half-elves. All the half-elves were kicked out of the Saint of Fate for being mixed breeds. they don't respect them there. And whatever, you don't know what my family did to me. And he
Yeah.
kind of pauses and
Did they do that to your ears?
and Stanwyck is like, well, what I heard, it was an accident when she was a girl. She did not like being picked on for her differences. You don't know anything. And Desra looks at him again and she says, listen, the Cenefate is offering passage for all half-elves back into the Motherland because, well, as you know, it is time. We are regretful for casting aside these children, and Gail has agreed to come back on her own. She is an adult. She can decide this for herself.
Hold on a moment. I'm going to do something that's probably very stupid on my part.
And don't do it, Sky says.
I'm going to have to speak with all of you in a moment, but Gail, would you wait until I give you something that might help you? I need time to make wit first.
Make what?
I'm thinking I will try to write a letter, or I wanted to try to write a letter with my house seal saying that she's an ally of my family.
Are you trying to forge it, or?
I wouldn't need to.
Are you just writing it right now?
I'm
just trying to understand what your plan is.
Yeah, if they give me a moment, I wanted to write like a letter with my house seal of approval and whatever I need to do.
Are you in hiding or are you not in hiding? Out of character. Are you in hiding or not? Because this is screaming, I'm going to reveal my identity to everybody, including the Black Ops woman that's right here.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fair.
The Death Watch woman who would probably forcibly take you back.
The Death Watch woman who we just helped and might be.
It doesn't matter when you drop something like this, her promises and allegiances can shift dramatically. So,
She could see it as doing you a favor because you don't know what you want.
You don't know what's best for you. Your
All right,
parents
fine.
know
I'm going
what's best
to-
for you.
Fine, I'm going to take Gail. Oh gosh.
You can't do anything to help this. You just gotta let it go. Unfortunately.
I can if
It's like
Yeah.
she's being given asylum, so she doesn't really need the help.
She is under the protection of Mite Tese now. You cannot interfere. And she's saying
Of
that
who?
she's saying this.
something I'm honestly curious about. I'm going to insight.
Mm.
I got a 3, so never mind.
Yeah.
But I'm like, out of character, I don't think necessarily that our Black Watch woman here is really here to grant this woman asylum.
Death Watch,
I
not
think-
Black Watch.
I
They're a
think
totally
the Death
different.
Watch
They're a totally different badass organization that dresses in all black and leather.
don't do the same thing. I don't think the Death Watch woman is here to grant the elf asylum. I think she's here for personal reasons. But I rolled a 3, so what does Sky actually know?
Yeah, and I mean, even then, she's just like she is under. Your question was, what is that? You know that Mythi to say translates in Elven to the City of Stars. It's also in your journal page. Actually,
Oh, I
it's
see it,
it's
yeah.
in everybody's journal page. So, boop, because everybody can see it. City of Stars. It is the capital of the Dark Elves. So she's under Dark Elven protection. And she says, you don't get a choice in this, Stanwyck. You can either stand aside, or I will Actually, hold on. Rewind. She says, she is under the protection of the Dark Elves now. You can either get down or you can lay down. And she levels her rifle at him. Because that sounds much more badass.
As much as
There be no more killing.
Yeah, as much as I respect this and you trying to get her out of here to somewhere safe, I'm gonna have to say we kind of need him alive.
Then you should.
Don't mind?
Then you should be appealing to his greater reason, yes?
I mean, she has every right to do what she wants, and she's obviously not happy at home.
She's a noble Veralia. She can't defect. We're on the verge of war.
We have to make sure that the war does not happen.
And you think letting the daughter of one of the... Did I say barony or duchy? Barony. You think letting the baron's daughter so close to the demilitarized zone escape wouldn't be a conflict of interest?
And you think for some, and this is Sky still lying on the floor, and you think for some reason that an elf staying with a human, regardless of noble birth, would it be a conflict of interest?
She's not an elf. She's part human.
And
only when it is convenient for you.
And she is part elf, hence the problem.
And the elves cast them aside.
And
it is a mistake that they shouldn't have.
Let's put it this way, Stanwyck.
Also, I want to insight check both Stanwyck and Ezra.
Okay.
I doubt our elven friend here is the only one that'll come after her if you take her back to her home. So right now, we have a peaceful way of getting this out of the way. Otherwise, I don't want to think about what might actually happen.
Burn, I'm gonna insight while
think
I'm just listening quietly.
You don't think that something bad will happen by letting the Baron's daughter leave?
I stand up, I put away my axes, I walk over to Tola, and I knock on his shell because I want to whisper to him.
Hmm?
I'm going to grab Gale and kind of pull her off to the side so she's away from the two facing down.
Braden's gonna I scooted you, but it's like, and Braden's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna keep
I whisper to
people
Tola and I glance over at Bookworm here.
Yes, good plan. You pull Gale aside. Boosh.
And
I'd like to whisper something so that only she can hear.
Braden's just gonna stand between them, look at the elf, and go, "I want one," pointing at her gun.
Yes. Do you want to know how many of your kinsmen I have killed with it?
And while he's still holding his bow, you want to know how many of yours I killed with this?
That is fair. Well,
we could do a swap.
It's like, well, you show me mine, I'll show you yours. Wait, strike that, reverse it. Show you yours, I'll show you mine. And she actually kind of turns it over, and there's tally marks on the rifle butt. And
nice. That's a Braden. He turns around on all along the outer edge. There's little tick marks.
How many tick marks you got there?
Probably about 43.
She is about 61. And there's 61 normal tally marks, and then there's 4 tally marks with circles on the top, and she points to them and she goes, these are generals. And she smiles a bit.
Oh, that's nice. And he reaches in where his belt is and takes out these strips of hair attached to it.
Son of a bitch has been collecting ears.
No, hair. He's not that morbid. At least not till he brings her home.
I'm not that morbid. I've just been scalping motherfuckers.
Hey,
Braden,
maybe they just cut their ponytail off.
Braden, are you scalping people? Because that's savage.
They don't need to know that.
out of character, has Brayden been scalping elves? Because that's hardcore.
Oh, you better fucking believe he has,
That's
this knife-eared bastard.
That's fucking hardcore.
Whoa. This is like, see, these are generals, and Brain's like, oh yeah, I've got those too. Starts pulling out just scalps.
I left some at home. I mean, I gotta be nice.
Nice. After she sees the scalp, she laughs a bit and she says, so you have heard of those? We had heard about people like you who do that. We thought it might be a good idea to collect teeth, but humans, they do not do such good hygiene with their teeth, so they would have enough holes in them to string up necklaces ourselves.
Brain's gonna be like, oh, there you go, little pouch. I got some I can respect you. How about that? Let's not start grossing people out here with ears and teeth and everything.
We are very much alike.
We just killed a giant monster that was made of eyeballs and mouths. I think we're fine with teeth and hair.
We are very much
That's
alike.
true, but how many ears do you want to see pour out of a bag is the real question. Okay, how many before it's too much?
I have this bag of holding. It's nearly full of elf ears.
Yes.
How are you only level 4?
You and I, we are killers. It is true. Let's say you just turn a blind eye and I deal with your Stanwick problem and we all can go about our way, eh?
Well,
You can't hear them talking.
Not personally, I don't mind it. And I mean, that's probably the best way to do it. I don't need this guy dying, because then what was the whole point of everything here for us?
I tell you what, I kneecap him, we make fuzzy door, he lives, we get the way, eh?
But then they might go after me, and that's not fun. My kind isn't exactly welcomed over there. Plus, I don't think my welcoming gift of here's a bunch of ears I owe you guys will do well.
No. I did not mean you come with us. I mean that me and the girl, we get away. He is kneecapped, he cannot follow. It is okay.
It's like, hey guys, I'm here to live here for now. And by the way, is anyone missing ears?
By the way, I'm one of those guys who did those war crimes. Lee, what were you doing off on the side? I've seen everybody else whisper and stuff, but I haven't heard anything from you.
Have you guys ever heard of the Patriot?
I've been whispering in text before.
Oh, I know. I can see it.
Okay.
I'm the DM. I see all. Lee, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just going to whisper a cryptic message that might be helpful, but hopefully not give me away.
Yeah.
And I would just say, I would whisper to her, if you describe my hair to House Ithelinda, you may have allies there.
She kind of blinks and she says, oh, right, because you're an elf too. Right, that makes sense. Yes.
Do not mention me to anyone else, please.
No, of course not. I wouldn't tell anyone. You came here
Persuasion to ensure it.
You came here to save me. Why would I tell anyone of your secrets?
Thank you.
Are you rolling the persuasion, or was that not serious?
Oh, should I?
I mean, if you want, that's on you.
Do I get advantage?
No. I mean, maybe. You're not very... Gotta be convincing. Well, it didn't matter. Okay, so... you guys have all had a chance to say your piece, and Stanwick is like, ahem! As much as I enjoy these secrets, we have a matter that still needs to be resolved.
A matter, yes, Mr. Stanwick. Look, the way I see it here, there's no way to avoid some sort of warlike act of aggression. You take her back, something else might end up happening. She goes, you say the barony will be rather upset. But either way, we have a way to do something peacefully right now.
I could just kneecap the motherfucker.
If she gives her,
I like her.
if she gives her, if she does go to Disinnovate and she does push for peace, then maybe it could help.
She is half human after all.
It is true. She is half human after all. She is not the monsters like us. And Desra grins.
You hear from Sky, you're not a monster, you're just blue.
And you, my friend, are blunt.
If we fight
No,
here,
I'm not. I'm sharp. Just like Max.
if we fight here, it's just the start of another war, and we can't allow those nations to be at war. We have to try to keep it from happening.
Braden's gonna finally dust himself off a little bit from all the previous combat, and he's gonna look at the Samwit and go. And then on top of that, do you really want to be the guy that has to go tell them that this supposedly safe place for your guild initiates turned out to be a death trap full of cultists?
Well, Baron's daughter was about to be
Persuasion
sacrificed.
with advantage, Braden.
Which one of us?
Braden. You see him kind of tug at his collar for a moment, and he's like, "Oof, that is true."
And we're the ones that cleared it out.
You're not done technically.
We've had help.
Yeah. Fine. If you two leave right away, it will not be included in the report that what we found here. Is that clear? And he looks at at you guys.
Absolutely. And then,
Understood.
but as soon as everyone agrees,
He
Braden's gonna
looks
look
to
over
Sky.
What? I can keep my mouth shut. I turn to Toa. I can!
I clamp my hand over his mouth. I can keep his mouth shut.
Braden's gonna look back and
looks-
whisper just enough for Desert to hear. And if he follows, then you can kneecap him.
Yes, this is a good idea. Gale, I think this is our only option. If they are willing to give you a chance to get away, we should go. And Stanwyck reluctantly steps aside, and he's like, fine. Then
Yeah.
we did not see cultists, nor did we see the Baron's daughter here when all of this happened, nor was there a member of Death Watch. He kind of reluctantly nods in their direction, and Desra gives an exaggerated bow. Before they start to move, Gale starts moving.
Are you sure about this?
A chance to get away is the best thing I could hope for right now. I'm not certain what awaits me over there. I've heard how they treat half-elves too, but if they're really offering to take us back, I have to at least see what kind of life they'll be. Yes.
I just give a nod of understanding.
She wants to try her luck on our side this time. It is good for everyone. And she starts to walk past Braden, and she says, hopefully soon we will see each other on the battlefield, yes?
Braden just kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, sure. I'll bring the hair, you bring the knot, or I'll bring the bow, you bring the gun."
She reaches down and she brushes the beard a bit, and she says, well, I will collect this if we do cross paths. And she starts to leave. And
I'd rather not. I'd rather like you both.
they
Okay,
laugh,
bye.
and they leave, and they're gone.
I look at Brayden and I say, I think she wants to fuck you.
And Braden looks at her and whispers in rather perfect Elvish, "I know she does."
Everybody wants to fuck Braden. And so, we're past the 3-hour mark now, and Morph said he's got doctor's appointment.
I'm gonna
in the
go
morning.
with the collapse.
Yeah, I've got it, doctor.
Loot the collapse.
Oh, I've been up since midnight.
You said loot the collapse.
Oh, I'm going to go collapse.
Okay, yeah, it's like, how are you going to loot collapse? All right, anyways, yeah, we'll handle looting next
By
week.
falling over and grays just fly out of my body.
We'll handle looting next week, and you guys still have about half of this dungeon to look over, so
Oh, great.
Oh lordy.
yeah.
I need to set up camp.
I figured this would, well, not so much that there's combat encounters, but you still got some places to look over. I expected you guys to get here, so this is good. We had a nice pace going today. I figured if we had the extra hour, you guys could have wrapped it up, but this is fine. I'll just plan ahead for some more next week, and everybody who stopped in on the stream, thanks for coming. We had a pretty large turnout, guys. We were at like 8 people at one point. It's been a consistent like 6, and we have to also assume that Forgebreaker's host of like an extra 5 might have also been watching. So that was great. This is a huge turnout.
Yeah.
Probably lost some when OBS decided to just go.
Yeah,
itself.
might have lost some people on the OBS issues, but I'm gonna turn the stream off now. So good night, everybody. We'll see you again next week, 8 p.m.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. I'm
8
going
p.m.
Bye.
Eastern. So until then, have a good night.